Bonjour. Bonjour. Biigtigong Oct. Duncan Machano here. I'm going to talk to you a little bit in the next few minutes about some of our history and some of our name places here. I'm up on Biigtigong Oct, a big rock across the Biigtigong. I'm going to make a few clips here. Hope you enjoy the history, and then I'll talk a little bit about some of our issues in regards to our community. Miigwech. I love this place. I love Biigtigong. I love the people in Biigtigong. I grew up with them. Miigwech. Enjoy these little clips. Bye bye. Hello everyone. It's Duncan Machano again. This is Biigtigong Oct community. This is where I grew up. This is where all my friends grew up. Arnold, Cecil, Peter Moses, Randy, all my chums. This is Biigtigong. We canoed that in 2016 all the way from Long Lac. And just in there behind the trees is Biigtigong, the Black River headwaters in Mantawaj. Our people use that as well, and sometimes made a circle route going up Biigtigong as far as the May Creek, and then portaging over to Mantawaj and coming down the Black. When you look at that spot right there, it's where Cecil Taunts and Leo Taunts' family had a house. We used to swim and play in the river right there. We were kids. Old Tommy Taunts had a cabin right across the road from that, across the creek. And there used to be an old wagon trail going across that field and across a little bridge right in there somewhere, and then continuing on through the community and down to the mouth of the Pick where the Hudson Bay post was. That's the mouth of the Pick, and there's evidence of our people being there at least 5,000 years, and some archaeologists even figure 10,000 years. So we've been around here for a long time. Up over that hill, that big hill there, is where Corwis Canning is. And you go over the hump in that little valley over there, there's Round Lake, where a lot of our youth now go fishing. But you continue on down to Lake Superior, there's a bay called Jackash Bay. And Jackash was a guy called Tom Wabus, and he used to live and had a cabin right over there where Donald is right now. Old Tom Wabus had a cabin there, and he used to log over the other side of those Round Lakes long ago with horse sleigh. Our old school that we started was right in there, just beside the old one. That one that's standing there right now was replaced sometimes in the early to mid 50s, and now we're going to get a new one which is going to go over there. You look way at the south end of the community towards the cemetery. That's where our people used to live long ago. First at the mouth of the Pick, historically, and then just over by the cemetery along the edge of that bush line. That's where they had all their houses. And my dad tells me that even the Louisians and the Criswells used to live there at one time as well. So we have a long relationship with Mulbert and the people there. Old Norbert Demley had his house way over there. By the cemetery. Norris Demley Sr. right in there. Matt in there where the blue roof houses. Peter Michano over there. Rodney Demley and Catherine right in there across from the school. Moses Fisher had a 2-story house just in there somewhere. And Stan Michano had a house there. Leo Twant's there. Charlie and Rosie right in there in the corner where the water plant is right now. Then of course I grew up just where Uncle Eli and Auntie Myra got their house right now. There was a big poplar tree there. I used to spend a lot of time up in that poplar tree reading. I loved reading. I'd read anything. Tommy Starr and Viola had their house there right now where Patricia has her house. And again, the old Tommy Taunts had his house there right in the corner of that field by the river. And then there was other houses along the river. There was none by the road. But Ernie Taunts and his family had a house there as well alongside the river. And then the Moses family way up where the Energy Building is right now, as well as old Peter Moses Sr. right where the Energy Building is, right beside the road. I remember them living there, and then old Gabe Goodchild a little farther up. So I remember all those. And they're good memories, really. Turn around again. And old Dan had a boom shack. Old Dan Goodchild used to look after booms just up the black there for Ontario Paper. He had a boom shack there, and he had a trail going up at the back of that hill. Way up back there over the hills there somewhere there was a burn. And Randy knows this. His grandparents used to call it Guy Beyond the Gissin. He used to go pick blueberries there. That trail is probably all grown in now. I'll move a bit here so we can see things. That hill there is Tobacco Mountain. There's a trail right along the south side of that mountain. We used to go and play there when we were kids. But that trail was basically made by the Fisher family, Moses Fisher, and his extended family. And it came right from the river, past Fox Lake, and actually all the way to the White River where they used to go hunt moose in that little tar paper shack. The guys used to go from there. They'd come from here, right about in there, walk all the way past Tobacco Mountain, past those big long lakes that are along the hydro line there now, and onto the White River to that tar paper shack. and they'd hunt moose across the White. Some guys took dogs, most guys just pulled it either in toboggan or in a pack sack. That's some of the history and that's the mouth of the pick over there. Old Dan had another trail again, heading out over to the hills, to a long lake over the hill over there. Had another trail going that way towards the park, to Mud Bay, and then from Mud Bay down along the coast all the way to Willow River and Wazoo Bay. Parts of the Puxaw National Park hiking trail uses that trail. There was trails as well going this way to the Long Lake, and I remember long ago in the past, old Dan Goodchild and Louis Goodchild used to have moose snares on that trail. There was trails all over the place. Again, the Moses family had a trail going from their house up to the old burn up on top of the hill over there. So just anyways, just a little bit of history, folks. I could talk here all night, but the video will get too long. Miigwech, enjoy the video. Love you all. Namapi. This is Yishigorbalbik. That's the hill we played on when we were kids. This was our playground. Multiple generations of kids used this as a playground before the advent of electronic devices. And that area right there, I'm going to try and zoom in, that area right there is where our people used to offer tobacco and other things to the water spirits when they're going by, particularly when they're going upriver, but also coming down. When I was a kid, I found an old rusted out trap there that someone had left that offered to the spirits. I left a little bit of tobacco here in that place just a few minutes ago, and said a prayer basically for our people. And hopefully so that our people would make good choices as well in the upcoming election. And Miigwech, thank you. Just a little bit of our history.